What's up, boys? I'm taking a look at some more NBA player props today over on PrizePicks. PrizePicks is my favorite website and app for some NBA and pretty much just everything player props. I personally use it all the time, and I highly recommend joining. Use code DOMG. When you guys do go ahead and sign up, they match your first deposit 100% up to $100. If you guys do go ahead and sign up, they're available in most states and in Canada, so there's a good chance you are able to play it. So yeah, yesterday was not great, I think, for a lot of people. I think a lot of people had a tough night. At least these last two nights. But last night was minor profit on the video and on the Patreon. So it was 2-1 on the video, 3-2 on the 2-1 on the video, 3-2 on the Patreon. Both were up a couple units. So last night in the video we were, but yeah, Trae Young screwed us over bad on both. Patreon took his taco. That was horrible. He did not feel like dishing the ball out, I guess. But yeah, and then also I took his normal assist too, and that still didn't work out. So pretty shocking that Trae Young did not hit last night, especially with his discount at 7.5. It was crazy. But yeah, another reason you guys should be joining PrizePicks though is I won a free $600 entry last night from PrizePicks. So pretty awesome. They do stuff like that all the time. They do bonuses, like I said yesterday. They did taco discounts. I believe it was 2-1 yesterday with one push for their 4 tacos they put out. So yeah, it was not bad. We just happened to get the bad one. Got the spoiled meat taco there. But yeah, I got 3 for you guys today. So I got 1 point prop and then 2 assist props. So I'm liking pretty much all of these. Well, I am liking all of these, or I wouldn't be showing you guys these. But yeah, I like these ones. So yeah, if anyone is new, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications. Those things really help me out. If you guys are interested in joining PrizePicks, that link in the description. If you guys are interested in joining the Patreon, now is the best time to do so. So you guys can get it from now to the end of March. And if you guys are interested in joining the free Discord, there's people giving their free research all the time over there. We got an NFL subsection. We got Wayne. We got the hockey guys over there, Green Lamplighters. Their section over there. People just giving the free research all the time. It's a great Discord that we're running up, talking about some player props. So if you guys are interested in joining that, that's in the description. But sorry for the real long intro. But yeah, again, PrizePicks link, Patreon link, free Discord, all in the description. But let's go ahead and hop into this here. So first one here. I like Wendell Carter a little bit over 16.5 points. This is one that I'm it's probably my least favorite of the day, but I'm definitely still liking it. I think there's a lot of value here. He's going against Indiana today. He literally just played Indiana 2 days ago and dropped 21 on them. So he's going to need at least 17 today versus Indiana if he wants to hit this prop. He's averaging 18.8 points in his last 5 games here. So let's take a look more into this one, though. He's the 38% hit rate this season. He is 6 out of 10 in his last 10 games. And he is 2 for 2 this season versus Indiana with 19 points in the first matchup. And like I said, 21 in the second matchup. So it seems like he's been able to get it done season long. I'm not sure if I said this, but he's a minus 145. So it was kind of hard to find him, though, at 145 because he's available at 17.5 at most places. So PrizePicks says him 16.5, which I definitely do like. All right, let's take a look, though, at Wendell Carter here. So power forward going against the Indiana Pacers here. He's got a 1-point spread. This game is, and it's a 230.5 over-under. This is beautiful. We love to see this. This means there should hopefully be a lot of points scored with the game hopefully staying very, very close. So that's what we love to see on these, man. 1-point spreads with high over-unders at least 230. It's beautiful. So yeah, let's take a look, though, at power forward going against the Indiana Pacers here. This game is at 7 o'clock tonight. Let's take a look here. So power forward points versus the Indiana Pacers, and they are allowing the 3rd most points season long to the power forward position. So that's a very, very good look in my opinion right there. Let's take a look at the last 7 games here. So the Pacers here allowing the 4th most points to the power forward position in their last 7 games. So also a good look. Season long, they've been getting up a lot of points to the power forward position. He's been able to get it done twice against his Indiana Pacers team. So especially just 2 days ago. So I expect him to hopefully be able to grab 17 points tonight against Indiana. Okay, let's go ahead and move on here. But always do your own research and only play anything, obviously, that you guys agree with. If you guys play something, that means you agree with it. And, I mean, yeah, just don't go off the directions, just what I say. So always look at more into these is what I always recommend. Let's take a look, though, at our first assist prop of the 2. I think I'm saving the best for last here, I think. But I like Brandon Ingram a little bit over 5.5 assists here. So he's averaging 7 in his last 5 games. So he's been on his tear since CJ McCollum has been in town, man. 8, 7, 8, 4, and 8. So pretty good. He's facing the Sacramento Kings today. We need to grab at least 6 assists. And he's been able to get it done lately, so we'll see if he can again tonight. So he is a minus 125. He's hitting 40% of his games, 6 out of 10 in his last 10 games, and he's 1 for 1 versus Sacramento this season. with 6. And the Sacramento Kings ranked 22 in most allowed assists, which is good. You want a higher number when you're talking about ranking assists allowed. So really they're, ninth as a team in allowing a lot of assists. So we're going to take a look more into depth, though, on position-wise and what they're allowing to positions. This is another pretty good-looking game here. I mean, 6-point spread, 235.5. I almost took McCollum points. I'm kind of still thinking about that. I'm kind of on the edge about that. Fox points could be maybe be the way to go. Just that over-under, I feel like I need to take advantage of that. 235.5. But it's also a 6-point spread. So not really blowout potential, but with the way the NBA is right now, maybe it is blowout potential. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. But we're focusing on Brandon Ingram here. So let's take a look at shooting guard assists versus the Sacramento Kings. This game's at 8 o'clock tonight. All right, so shooting guard assists versus the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are a little bit on the easier side here for assists allowed. If you can find the number here, 6, 9, 10, 11. They're on the 11th amount of assists, most assists per game to the shooting guard position. This website, by the way, is called Fantasy Pros, FanDuel NBA Defense versus Position. So if you guys look that up on Google, you can find it. But last 7 games here, Sacramento is, I think they're maybe a little bit tougher, but it doesn't seem like a whole lot. Is that 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Yeah, okay, so they're kind of right in the middle there, allowing the 15th most assists to the shooting guard in the last 7 games. So a guy who's been on a tear lately. I expect him to hopefully be able to get it done tonight, especially what he's done against the Lakers, Phoenix, Dallas. Memphis was an exception, and then Toronto. So hopefully he can get it done tonight against Sacramento. He's kind of one that I am definitely eyeing to be in my entries tonight. Okay, let's take a look at probably my favorite out of these 3 at the moment. I'm kind of liking this one quite a lot. James Harden, over 10.5 assists. So he's only played 2 games, I believe, with the 76ers, which honestly, it feels like he's played a lot more. I don't know why. Maybe I'm the only person that feels like that, but he's played 2 games versus Minnesota and New York, and he's hit this prop both times. He needs at least 11 assists, and he's playing New York again today. He just played New York 3 days ago. Now they're at home, which could be maybe a positive. Hopefully that factors in, and maybe dishes out even more than 16 assists, but we just needed 11 to hit this prop on the over. But yeah, he had 16 last matchup, and I'm hoping he can grab at least 11 this time. So he's averaging 12.2 in the last 5 games here. And let's take a look more into this one here. So he's a minus 120 to hit this over. He's hitting 48% of his games, 7 out of 10 in his last 10 games, and he is 1 for 2 this season versus the New York Knicks with 8 in the first matchup and then 16 in the second. But he was with the Sixers, much different team these last 2 games, and he's hitting both. So first matchup, obviously, he was with the Brooklyn Nets. So, okay, let's take a look now at the the Philadelphia 76ers game. 7:30 tonight, 10.5 point spread. So it is a pretty big point margin there, spread. But the 2 games he's played have both these games, they won by 10 points, 10 plus points. So hopefully this game isn't just a severe blowout where he gets pulled and doesn't even play like the fourth quarter. But I'm hopefully not expecting that to happen. But I mean, this game was 3 days ago. He's got 2-day rest then, right? But 10.5 point spread, 224 over-under. Over-under isn't horrible. I kind of like that number. It's not horrible. It's kind of average for the most part. So not really anything to worry about there. But let's take a look at shooting guard assists versus the New York Knicks. So take a look at season-long shooting guard assists. They're allowing the most. They're allowing the most in the league. New York Knicks, they've been consistent, allowing a lot of assists. Because as you can see, the last 7 games, they've been allowing the most as well. I mean, 6.56, although they played James Harden just now. So that's kind of why that assist number is really bumped up there. Because 16 is kind of an outlier. Especially when these numbers are pretty low. So that's kind of why they're last 7. But take a look at the last 15. They do get kind of a little bit tougher there. So I don't know. I definitely like it. Last 7 or season long, they're still allowing a ton of assists, but that number is also kind of bumped up. But regardless, even if Harden wasn't in the mix here, I still think this would be a pretty good matchup. So at least for this website's sake. But yeah, that's the kind of 3 player props I'm liking so far tonight. So again, always do your own research. So just take a look more into these before you guys make your entries. I usually lock my entries in an hour before game time, just to kind of avoid any changes. Odds change throughout the day. There's players get ruled out. I mean, maybe Franz Wagner's ruled out tonight or something. I don't know. Things get crazy. Like last night, I took I cannot talk today, man. Fred VanVleet got ruled out, and OG Anunoby got ruled out. So I quick topped on Siakam assists and Scotty Barnes rebounds, and both hit. It was great. Love doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's going to do it, man. I appreciate watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description. Goodbye.